Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Carters.
Thank you. Y'all may be seated. Mr. Carter, it looks like you brought this case, so what's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a manager at an urban clothing store, and I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Toward my ex-wife here, she is a dental assistant, and also she does Herbalife distribution, and she's making a little over 200 grand a year. And I just need a little help because she's not doing child support at all, and it's a struggle for me right now. I'm a retired U.S. veteran, and it's just a struggle with my two boys.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes. Well,
Why do you agree with everything that he's saying?
no, I do not.
Okay, so what is
If
going
he
on?
stayed at the casinos, he probably would have more money than he does.
That's not true, Your Honor. I'm always home with my boys when I'm not working.
Okay, who is paying child support in this case?
And I have custody of my boys.
He's paying child support. It looks like you guys split custody. So it says Sunday through 1 week with one parent, and then Sunday.
Well,
through
here's the
next
thing,
week.
Your Honor. She's always on vacation. She's always gone. So I've had my boys for the little
Lies.
over 7 weeks straight. She has not seen her kids in 7 weeks.
Sir, when I address her, you stop talking.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you see this man right here? He will make sure that you are escorted out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you. Now you may continue, sir.
She goes on vacation. She's out of town all the time. I've had my boys for 7 weeks straight. She hasn't seen her boys in 7 weeks.
7 weeks straight. Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to be alternating weeks, because if the children are with him 7 weeks straight, that means his expenses are increasing. And based on the paperwork that you provide.
Here's an important legal note. Child support isn't a given in joint custody cases. Courts consider factors like income, parenting time, and fairness. If the father has been handling expenses alone for nearly 2 months while the mom is on vacation, that could seriously sway the court's decision. And judging by the judge's tone, she's already leaning skeptical. What's your take? Could this change the outcome?
From your employer, it says here you make about $125,000 as, what is it, where is it that you're working?
I work for a dental firm,
Okay.
and we make a lot of different castings and models for false teeth and implants. However, Your Honor, when I've been out, it's because I've been doing training.
Okay, that's great. So
I could-
no one is disputing whether or not you're doing training, but according to the documents that you provided, you make about $125,000 at your main job, and then an additional $25,000 doing Herbalife on the side. So that amounts to about $150,000 a year. This man only makes $35,000, and you think he should still be paying child support, and he has the children more than you?
Hold on. Mom just revealed she makes 6 figures but claims she's covering all the kids' expenses, like private school and music lessons. But here's the twist. Dad reveals both kids are on scholarships. So she's been flaunting her financial status without actually footing the bills. This is exactly why judges demand receipts and details. The big question is, how much of her story is about real financial responsibility, and how much is just for appearances?
Is that what you're asking me to do?
I'm just letting you know that.
I don't need to know what you're letting me know. I need for you to answer my question. Is that what you're asking me to do? Allow this man to keep paying child support, and you're making excuse me, that's my job, thanks. You make $150,000 a year.
I pay for the boys' private school. They have private piano lessons. I pay for I pay their
Excuse me, Your
health
Honor.
insurance.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Both of my boys are on scholarship.
Okay, that's beside the point here. Ma'am, you guys have a split custody arrangement. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do.
Not in all cases does somebody have to pay child support, because it's up to me to decide if someone pays child support or someone doesn't pay child support. But with the earning differences, $35,000 a year, $150,000 a year. Sir, what type of things are you able to afford to do with your boys? And taking into account your bills and everything like that.
After bills and everything is taken care of, after my boys are fed, luckily give them some clothes that they need to go outside and play at the park. Maybe
So-
Six Flags every now and again.
Okay, ma'am, what are some of the things that you're able to do with the boys?
As much as I can when he allows them to come over.
You know what? See, you're playing games. Let me ask you the question. What has she done with the boys?
She takes them to Paris. They go overseas.
Paris?
They've been on
Never been to
Disney
Paris.
cruises. Every time she gets them, they're going somewhere special and fancy. And
Here's a new twist. Mom earns over 4 times what Dad makes and owns a $350,000 home where he lives rent-free. With her greater financial resources, she can offer the kids more luxurious opportunities. Yet, she still expects him to pay support. The judge's reaction? Priceless.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if you were making $150,000
and she just
a year,
lucked up
right?
on the job, Your Honor. So just to be
And this
quite
is
honest.
considering he's living in my $350,000 house that he doesn't pay any type of mortgage at all whatsoever.
You have a $350,000. Ma'am,
He lives in the $350,000.
he lives in it, but you
house,
own
Your
it, right?
Honor.
You own it. You
And
have
he
all
doesn't
of
pay
this
any
money. You
bills.
have all of the, but the kids have been with him for 7 weeks, ma'am.
Because
at a
I
time.
was doing training so I can continue to send them to the private schools that they attend
Well,
and
On
have
a
the best
scholarship.
and the finest
On a
things.
scholarship.
That's great. But you know what? You know what? That's why you come to court, so I can resolve these issues, right? So let me tell you what we're about to do. $150,000 a year. I have your gross at $12,500. How many children do you have, ma'am?
2.
2, okay. Net at 9,000. Okay, based on 20.63%. Okay. And
Oh,
then
I
you
do
make-
take care of my sister's 3 children as well.
When did this start?
Wait.
6 months ago. 6 months ago.
Whose children are these?
Our sons belong to him and I, but I have 3
Okay.
of my sister's children that I
I'm
take
just
care
saying,
of.
I'm just
Then,
saying
well, let
this,
me
Your
let you know how this goes, okay? Anybody else's kids are not a part of this case. Understood? So you have 2 children that are involved in this case we're here about, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is offset the child support based on the amount of money that you make. You understand that? Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Because you're giving me this look like you're confused on what's going on here.
The judge's verdict? Mom has to pay child support. Here's why. The court used an income offset method, factoring in Dad's $35,000 income and Mom's $150,000 income. She's now ordered to pay $1,456 monthly. This ruling ensures fairness. It wasn't reasonable to expect a parent barely making ends meet to fund luxury vacations while struggling with basic needs.
Okay, so based on this, I did an offset of what you would make and what your child support obligation should be a month. So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month. That is to be paid each month on the first of each month, and those payments are going to be allocated to Mr. Carter. Ma'am, it's not fair to your children that at Dad's house they're not able to do as much as they are to do with you, and it's not to punish you for having a great job. That's awesome. However, when you think about what's in the best interest of these children, they can't go to Disneyland and do all of that with Dad. Did you ever stop to make it, ask your kids how they feel about that? It's not fair they get to do everything with you and not with Dad. And he
Your
only
Honor.
makes $35,000 a year.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
This has
Okay, well,
nothing
you
to do
know
with
what?
nothing.
You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. Anything else pertaining to these children and the money's here?
No, Your
Anything
Honor.
else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from you?
No, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you. You all may be excused.
This ruling underscores an important principle. Child support is about balance, not penalizing success. When one parent earns significantly more in a split custody arrangement, It's fair to ensure both households can offer similar opportunities for the kids. What's your take? Did the judge make the right call? Should child support be based purely on income, or should custody time play a larger role? Let's hear your thoughts.